Monster Mania Con 34 was in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, August 12th through the 14th, and the guest list was massive, including Robert Englund, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 reunion, stars from The Walking Dead, Tara Reid, a Halloween 6 reunion, stars from The Conjuring 2, Jason Patric, Lee Majors, Curtis Armstrong, Max Thoreau and Nestor Carbonell, and Ric Flair. One of my favorite parts of the convention is checking out the custom art in the dealer rooms, and I took the time out to speak to a couple of the artists at the show. Be sure to check them out, and I hope to see you at Monster Mania Con 35 in Hunt Valley, Maryland, September 30th through October 2nd. Okay, we're here at Monster Mania with another artist, and he is from...
Actually, originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. I live in Columbia, South Carolina right now.
Okay, so you travel a bit to this one.
I do. As long as I can make the drive in a day, I usually will take a chance on a show.
And we've seen you here a couple different times, and you've always had new stuff. What's like some of the newest stuff that you're working on?
Some of the newest pieces lately, obviously Pokemon Go is really big, so I have done some Pokemon stuff lately. I just did the Evolutions, but lately for this show I actually did Ghostface, Pennywise from It, Reagan from The Exorcist, I did Tarman from Return of the Living Dead, and then I have a Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas that I finally got finished.
That's awesome
as well. Yeah.
My wife loves all that stuff. So tell us a bit about the art. What is the process? I know it's done with pastels, but how's the process work for that?
So I use they're oil-based pastels, okay. Which are essentially just like fancy crayons. They just don't have quite as much wax and filler in there.
Okay.
So it's a very soft medium. So the hardest part of working in them is just doing any real line work or being accurate.
Right.
Filling in the colors and blending is pretty easy. It doesn't take much time.
I would imagine that it'd be pretty easy to do something that's a lot of shading based, something like that. If you're blending like into a background where you've got a lot of shading to go on.
It can be. It's really, I will say, sometimes the more simpler designs can be a little bit harder because the tiniest little mistake or issue can just be that much glaringly obvious that there's a problem. But
and you do commission work as well.
I do take commissions. I grew up drawing a bunch of portraits, just pencil portraits a lot. So the bust and the portrait kind of motif that I've worked with here just makes sense with how I did my art in the past. But I had never done a portrait on a piece this size. I usually do most of my pieces on 9 by 12 inches. In high school, I did a few portraits like on 24 by 36 inches, but I had never done something this small.
What's the biggest piece that you've done?
The biggest piece I've done is probably those in high school, but besides that, I do some more traditional stuff like landscapes that are more like 18 by 24 inches, and then I do make the frames for all my pieces, so it ends up matted and framed like it's around 25 by 30 inches or so.
So some of your stuff probably sitting in somebody's living room, like above the couch.
Yes, I've had a few pieces and commissions from like coworkers and stuff that have some larger pieces. I've done more of the portraits than I have those larger pieces, but I'm working towards doing more art festivals where I can bring stuff like that as well, besides just the convention scene.
What's like the pinnacle of your artwork? What's the one thing that you've done that you were really proud of, or a commission that you were just stoked to do?
To be honest with you, I mean, I am a massive Dragon Ball Z fan and a Legend of Zelda fan.
There we go.
I got an Adult Link Twilight Princess commission that I almost wanted to tell her that I wanted to refund her and just give her the print and keep the original, but I didn't do that. She was another vendor as well at another show. There's no way I could do that.
Right.
So I have decided though to keep. I did a Kid Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, and so I do have that one. That's the one since I started doing this professionally that I have kept. All the other ones though have been for sale. So
So where can people find your art? I assume you have a website.
I do have a website. My Instagram's the best place as far as finding just to get a peruse to look at everything, I guess. But I do have a website. It's a Store Envy. If you just look up chromacoma Store Envy, or if you just look up my handle chromacoma.
The link will be here.
Yep. And I have a lot of my original designs up there. I haven't added a bunch of the fan stuff yet, but I've been in the process of just building this website right now.
But to keep up to date with everything that's new, just go to the Instagram.
Go to the Instagram. Even if you go to my website, there's a you can contact me through my website, or you can direct message me through Instagram if you don't see something on the website that you are interested in. Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic. Thanks for talking with us. And your name again?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Check out Andrew's stuff. We'll put links in the description below as well as right here, and we'll be able to see some awesome art. Here with another local artist, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Basically, my name's Matthew Linham, and I'm Emlyn Amar.
Okay, and you do, what type of art would you describe it as? Because I love this stuff. As soon as I saw the table, I was instantly drawn to everything you had.
I would say it's very pop culture-esque kind of art. I try to make things that I wish I had when I was like a little kid.
Right.
And I try to think about like what people here won't have.
Right.
Plus what I didn't have when I was a kid.
It's definitely original stuff. I've never seen anybody do anything the style and way that you've done things. What are like the themes people can expect out of all of what you do?
I mean, I'm very influenced by 80s music and 80s style and things like that.
We were saying you're a big Morrissey fan.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of everything new wave genre music.
Okay, yeah.
So I try to incorporate that even in like Walking Dead things and horror movie things and all that kind of stuff.
It definitely comes across in the art. As soon as you come up to the table, you can see that everything is like has a specific style in the way that it's done.
Yeah.
You've got greeting cards. You've got what all do you have?
I have like perforated Valentines, coloring books. My main thing is prints. I just mainly do prints, but I have everything from like enamel pins, mugs, magnets,
One of the coolest
everything.
things that I saw you do, and it's on the table right now, and I'll get some footage. I'll put that here. Is the coloring book, the Walking Dead coloring book, and what was the inspiration for that? How did you come up with that
idea? It's
idea?
just kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like I do a lot of the Walking Dead conventions.
Okay.
And you don't see that there. Or if you do see a Walking Dead coloring book, it's like just screenshots from the show.
Right.
And I personally, I'm not interested in that.
Right.
So I tried to make it something where when people would open it, like they might laugh or.
What was the coolest thing that you did with the book? Like the coolest panel or whatnot?
I don't know. I like the draw the mullet on Eugene one just because he looks really stupid. So it's fun. It's funny looking to me.
There was also a dress Daryl, like a paper.
There's a dress Daryl, yeah. There's the draw the mustache on Abraham I kind of like too, just because Michael Cudlitz without a mustache apparently kind of looks like Ron Perlman. So I didn't realize that until I made him without the mustache. But yeah.
And then the other thing that I thought was cool was you did a Where's Waldo that is Where's Negan.
Yeah.
And I thought that was instantly an awesome piece to have as well.
Yeah. I tried to incorporate every single person from the first season all the way to now in that print.
There's a lot to it, yeah.
And I just try to have people, or try to make things that people will maybe spend a little bit of time with other than just glancing over it.
And that was what drew me to the table. There were things that at first glance kind of like, oh, there's more to this than meets the eye. Transformers, basically.
Yeah, I want people to stand there and look in the print and then hopefully buy some things. So,
right.
Yeah.
So anybody that doesn't come to the convention, where can they find everything that you do?
You can find my stuff at emlynamart.com.
Okay, and I'll put the link for that here. And do you have like an Instagram that keeps up to date or anything like that?
Yeah, that's just at Emlyn Amar.
Okay, so that'll keep up to date on
I
the
make
newer
my entire
stuff.
living just off of Instagram.
Okay.
So I constantly update that and try to. It keeps me on my toes. Keeps me just coming out with new things to keep people interested.
All right, so I'll put links in the description, and they'll have ability to get all of this stuff online. Check out the Instagram as well, because that's got the most update stuff. So thank you for doing this. Thanks for being on here, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you.